What is up, guys? We are live here in Master Duel. Duelist Cup has officially begun, and all I can say is doing these missions can go well. So we are going to get the first set of few matches out of the way from Duelist Cup. And as per tradition in every Duelist Cup, no deck profile from the opponent's side of the view. So we are going to, as always, do some showcasing from Duelist Cup based off from the deck of choice they play and how I react to it. With this hand going first, this is basically Trap Tricks lines. Real Normal Myrmilio, Mole Charming Perulia, Chain Arachnocampa before Perulia resolves, so no draw card out of you. Myrmilio into Sarah, Holotea, activating it on the same turn by discarding Floodgate, Sarah for Dionea, reset button Floodgate, Time Space Trap Hole, XZ into Trap Tricks for Flasia, and one set. Swords of Revealing Light, Sprite Starter for blue, take 1200, or 1100, excuse me, blue for Jet, Jet, Chalice, Can't Let You Get Smashers, Sprite Elf, set where Elf's arrow is at, and one back row. Duster, Double Cross, two things in mind. A, can't be touched by traps. And B, Sprite Elf summoning blue in the arrow where Elf is. So that's clearly wrong use of Double Cross. Sarah and blue, so Sprite blue for Pixies. And Sarah for Mantis. Now, Pixies, on the other hand, normally, most Sprite lists I've seen hasn't really been on Pixies. So let's see why most Sprite players are not on Pixies. Level 2, Dark Thunder, 1400 both ways. If you control a level / rank 2 monster, free special from hand, hard ones on a special this way. During damage calc, if another level, rank, linked to monster you control battles an opponent's monster as a quick effect, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. That monster gains stats equal to the opponent's monster's attack until the end of this turn. Okay, so yeah, it's essentially honest. I don't know why most lists I saw for sprites are not on Pixies, because you never know if you come across any tower monsters. So that's why cards such as Honest for light decks and Pixies for the twos can help you get over tower monsters. Mantis, return Time Space. When I should have picked Floodgate instead for the return, because that's gonna go away due to Dionea's side effect. Sarah said Holotea. Activate it in the same turn, discarding Time Space. XZ into Elamiris. Elamiris, detach 2. Ghost Bell. Are you serious right now? Osa, Revive Bell. Alamaris go up into Drill Driver. Also, I keep forgetting that in my version of the build, I play the White Forest engine instead of the Vernisil engine, and it makes it so that Landois was unable to fit in the extra deck just to keep the Pixies in check. So it's Ghost Bell being the tuner, along with level 4 Earth non-tuner. That would have been Naturia Landois, and I would have kept Sprite Pixies in check. But because I'm not playing the Vernisil version of the deck, there's no space for Naturia Landois. So substitute the route into Adipus. Kill off Sprite Elf. Are you serious right now? Penguin Soldiers returning 2 extra deck monsters, aka Get Out, the trap. And there goes my Floodgate due to Dynamic side effect. Simplified game state. Politeia banish for Rafflesia return. And Gamma Burst with a big boost. Top decks the Horn Needle just to get rid of Sprin. Politeia for Arachnocampa. Polaria. Rainback Rafflesia. Oh, hello? All level / rank / link 2 monsters currently on the field, everywhere on the field. Okay, so the case is extra 1400 stats. Actually, thank you. I'll be more than happy for Claria to get the boost. And a set monster. So double gigantic and a set. Top decks Witch, getting OG LZ, moving on from Trap Tricks into White Forest. And that is Scoop for Sprites. With this hand going first, this is mostly White Forest lines to work with. So Witch for LZ. Send a field spell, summon herself. Getting Rusia. Rio Normal Sylvie. Fire the Imperm. Synchro into Ursula. Sending Susurus for LZ as Amina because apparently I drew the one of targets. Synchro into Diabell, getting the Witch back. Sylvie return Ursula to extra. Exi into Pinguicula, working on Trap Tricks lines this time. Getting Arachnocampa. Pinguicula into Sarah. Arachnocampa free special. Straight up set Floodgate. And pass. Lightning Storm. Not so much because of Arachnocampa. Gateway Dragon. Level 4 Dark Dragon. 1600 attack, 1400 defense. If your opponent controls a Link monster, free special from hand. Once per turn on a special this way. And then soft once per turn. Assuming if you have multiple copies. you can special one level 4 or lower Dark Dragon from your hand. So Gateway and Diabell. Diabell for Silvera. Dragon Link, so Magna Rocket. Boogie Eclipse, LZ to hand, and a set monster. Susurus, Special Sylvie. Sylvie getting woes, just in case. Real Normal, LZ. Synchro into Ursula. Sending woes, getting apes. Reset button to woes. Diabell over Gateway. And I choose to ignore the set because Magna Rocket gets a free monster, and then a blank could be literally anything. Lightning Storm. Attack positions this time. Return the unknown set monster and Arachnocampa, so that it's only Sarah has to go. Turns out the unknown monster happens to be Metal Rocket Dragon. Floodgate. Woes for LZ and pass. Real Normal Sylvie. Synchro into Silvera. And it's double pierce via Silvera flat out. And with his hand going second, not so much to work with, but we'll see. Field Spell for Eternal Soul, Souls, Anniversary Dark Magician, Bond between teacher and student getting the girl, Dark Burning Magic, the guy and the girl, kill everything your opponent controls. DMG Dragon Knight. Oh, Dark Magicians. Inheritance. Banish 2 spells for Circle. Draw 1. Circles. No hits. And a set. Top decks LZ, so Imperm the Magicians. The draw card was Art Secrets of Dark Magic for Dark Magician of Destruction. Salvation, Destruction, Cosmic the Field Spell, Eternal Soul for the Magician. And without a way to get the girl back, Dark Burning Magic is dead. Simplified game state. And what's even more funny is that after this whole entire combo, I still got talents live for the greater use. And with this hand going first, this is mostly either Naturia or Tratrix lines, but it's most likely Naturia's because we got Horn Needle and Vein for instant Naturia Beast. So we'll see how this is gonna go. Succumbing Song, Beast, milling Arachnocampa and Imperm. What the heck? When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, which I did do that, negate that effect. Then, if you have a trap in your grave, which you don't, add one Dominus card from your deck to your hand. If you activated this from your hand, which you did do that, you cannot activate the effects of monsters in your hand, graveyard, and banishment until the end of your next turn. So in most cases, it's field only. Morganite Banish, getting Guilt Gripping. Place one back. Guilt Gripping. Beast. Milling Droll and Tree. Tree. Search for Cricket. And 2 set. Duster for 2. And Morganite Scoops. And this next matchup with this hand, this is mostly Naturian lines to work with. So Ketu for Famina, Real Normal Lurie, Royal Requiem, that's clean. So Fiendsmith lines. And by the way, let's see. Fat 60, by the way. And a set monster. Real Normal to Cricket. Fire to Max C. Chainable Cricket. For Sunflower and Vayne, because unsuspected back row. Camellia toss out Tree. Tree to get Blessing. Chalice to Desiree because Sequence is not there. Let me take something out of this, being Desiree. Special Sunflower, Fire to Droll. Just to cancel Max C. Ossa. She doesn't get her search anyway because A sends B Droll. Fiendsmith, Dracotail, Mitsurugi in a Fat 60. Saji attempt. We will not use Camellia, but Sunflower, milling off Rusia Arachnocampa to negate Saji Destroy. And that is Scoop for Fat 60, Fiendsmith, Dracotail, Mitsurugi. And this next matchup with his hand, this is mostly Tratrix lines to work with. Fire to Max C. I shall assist you 1 card by making Sarah and pass. Preparation. Alt Art Ohime. Wow. Ohime, Gaming Kagura, ditch Arahime, no equips, so no bonuses on the destruction, Nice animation. Holotea, Sarah, there's the Ash. Sacred Tree, tribute the Holotea for the sake of Mole Cricket. Real normal, Amazoness Swordswoman, hello. And if anyone remembers how much footage I've been doing with Amazoness, let's not dwell too much. As a super old card, Earth Warrior, level 4, Rota target, 1500 attack, 1600 defense. Your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from battles involving this card instead. So, battle damage, Reflector. Mole Cricket Tribute. Melia and Vayne in defense because they're small anyways. So definitely gonna take some small damage. Cosmic Descent. Armory Call. Vayne. Milling off Myrmilio and Imperm. Simplified Game State. Arahime for Adipus. Sacred Tree, tribute off Adipus for Vesiculo. Real normal Rusia, send the tree to draw one, tree to get Blessing. Blessing from Vayne. And it's simplified. In this specific mission, this is where I needed to do the spells and traps dailies. So that way I wanted to focus on doing the Duelist Cup dailies as I always do as normal, just to get extra gems in. So to make sure I get the spells and traps to be completed, White Forest Sky Striker is the way to go. And judging by his hand, we saw the Ray. We're going to town with Striker. Real normal Ray. Shizuku. Set 3. Getting engaged. Diabell Star by sending Droll. Set Deception. Tribute Diabell Star. Getting Holla Azamina. Holla Azamina. For Saint Azamina. Saint Azamina. For Moo. Real normal Sylvie. Eagle Booster on. What the heck? Should I not? Okay, so Saint Azamina is the cause. So let's see what's up. Your opponent cannot target cards in their field, graveyard, or banishment, or this card on the field within card effects. Wow. Talk about massive targeting protection out of me. Literally. Yes, that pretty much means we're going to have to deal with Saint Azamina one way or the other. Sylvie for Tails. Tails, getting LZ Azamina. Free summon. Baron. Chain Shark Cannon. Baron negate. Hala Azamina, return the move. Baron over Shizuku. Ray comes back. Woes for Sylvie. Deception reset button. Sylvie on a search. Ray tag out into another Shizuku, getting apes. Shizuku getting another engage and pass. Fire to Max C. Call by on Max C. Oh, cross out on call by. Rusia free special because Sylvie exists. Draw one. Top decks LZ Azamina. Real normal. Synchro into Silvera. Boogie Eclipse. Zeke. Banish my own Silvera because the funny thing is, if I play against a variation of White Forest, I could just go Snatch Steal Sylvie, Susurus, return the opponent's Sylvie, or a White Forest they own, return Silvera back to the field to Boogie Eclipse them back. Ash, engage again, getting Lemnis Gate. Kagari, getting engage again. Lemnis Gate, 3 links, 3 spells. Baron and Saint Azamina return. Engage once more. Over LZ Azamina. And 2 set. Deception. Hala Azamina for move. Move. Imperm. OGLZ. Sending Witch, getting Sylvie. Oh, hello. Magistus Chorozo. So let's see what's up. An extra deck piece along with a spellcaster. So the spellcaster being OGLZ and the extra deck piece is Azamina Mu herself. So when it comes to Chorozo, either fuse summon or contact fuse based off from the requirements, which of course it just happened. Once per turn, when a monster declares an attack, you can target it, negate the attack, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to that monster's attack until the end of this turn. Then you can, optional, kick back that monster to the hand. Chorozo's nice. He's nice. Move return for Hollowed. Real normal Sylvie. Widow Anchor. As I said, the funny thing is, taking the opponent's spellcaster or illusion to be specific, just to Susurus, return the Silvera back to the field, and then that's a piece of unique interaction. And then White Forest Azamina scooped. And we are jumping right back to White Forest Naturia Trap Tricks. 1 for 1 for the sake of Samsara. Under Imperm. And pass. So as far as I imagine about the rest of the 3 cards in hand, okay. Ash being one of them. The next two cards in hand, one of them has to be Spirit of Yubel or else it's OTK. Rusia sends Susurus drew into Blessing, which we can still play with the Naturia lines. Tree to get Blessing. Naturia Beast. Bring back Cricket. As I predicted, Spirit of Yubel is going to save the OTK, and Shrimp is going to send Droll, kill off Eternal Favorite, and it's passed to Yubel because, you know, no battle damage involved. Nightmare Pain, Beast, Milling Talents and Blessing, Phantoms, and pass. Cricket Tribute, change the effect. Pinguicula, Terror Incarnate, Pinguicula for Mantis, Mantis getting Arachnocampa on normal, Geonator Transverser, definitely not giving you a stronger monster, creature swap it between Terror Incarnate and Sarah, and that is OTK. And with this hand, this is just straight up either White Forest or Naturian lines. Max C at instant speed, just in case if I was playing Dragotel, but I'm not. Rio Normal Izuna, toss out Lupus. So according to the idea of the real important K9 being Izuna and Lupus, do not trigger monster effects from the hand or graveyard. Blessing for Camellia. Ash. Witch getting Sylvie. Real Normal Sylvie getting Woes. Exean to Pinguicula, just to have her become a big beat stick. Pinguicula getting Myrmilio. And set 3. Evenly matched? No evenly matched. Woes for Sylvie. Sylvie Search for Ace. And I believe this turn, to be specific, it's game within 4 summons, and then once we go to battle phase, this is where the 5th summon is going to occur because Nibiru is not possible. Rio Normal Myrmilio getting Holotea. Exean to Alamaris, which is summon number 2. Bring back Camellia, summon number 3. Getting Blessing. Alamaris into Drill Driver. That's summon number 4. And then, because we are in battle phase, Nibiru is not possible even if I get the 5th summon. So 4 summons out of main phase, and then the 1 extra is Bamboo Shoot. And with this hand going first, OG LZ can turn everything started. So LZ sending Time Space to summon herself, getting Sylvie. Fire the Droll. Glossed out, by the way. Let me take a look. One, glossed out Noroi. Two, can confirm hand is broke. So in this position, anything that I shuffle back between any of the canine cards, a case for canine is going to search for a canine monster, as well as force released is going to get searched via Ripper. And if I dare shuffle back the case, Ripper can also search that out from the get-go, if I recall Ripper. So give me a bit. Add a canine card, spell/trap included. So anything that I shuffle back, that means Case and or Ripper is going to have the canine cards facilitated. So the correct option, to tell you the truth, is Case. Don't care for Nib. Thrust, set Woes, and set another card to avoid the gimmick of canines, because according to the gimmick of canines, most, if not all of them, says if your opponent has 2 or more cards in their hand, you can normal summon without tribute. And because I got 1 card in hand, no real normal summon out of any canine monster. Set 1 and phase Woes for Sylvie. Search for Witch. And that is Scoop for K9. With this hand going second, this is just Bamboo Shoot Turbo if it sticks. So Circle. Okay, so Circle is a miss. So Real Normal Gadget Trio, Fire the Imperm, and 1 set. Blessing, Special, the Horn Needle, Tribute the Horn Needle for Bamboo Shoot. While you control this face-up card that was tribute summoned by tributing a Naturium monster, which of course I did just that, your opponent cannot activate spells or traps. Bamboo Shoot over Gadget Trio, Stronghold, and its simplified game state. Real Normal Mantis getting Arachnocampa, Extend, Summon Pinguicula, getting Murmelio, 2025, and pass. And that is Scoop phase for Shining Sark. And last but certainly not least, with this hand, this is beyond beautiful. So, set 2, Real Normal Canine Lantern, Fire the Imperm, can't let you get Case, and pass. Real Normal Mole Cricket, Tribute, Melia Sunflower, and apparently I drew the tree, but it's okay. Synchro into Ursula. Ditch the tree, getting Witch. Tree for Blessing. Ursula over Lantern. Set to and pass. And that is Scoop Phase for K9. So guys, that's going to do it for the dailies in terms of summons as well as spells and traps to have it all covered. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And also, if you are a brand new player for the first 7 days or a returning player after 1 full month of missing gameplay, be sure to use my campaign code in the description below so we can gather this year's campaign prizes. I thank you guys for tuning in and have a happy Duelist Cup season, everyone. Catch you guys next time.